Welcome to another edition of the CEO's blog. John, let's start talking about the Youth Academy. It's been on in Bathurst and now it's heading to the Riverina.
Yeah, very successful instrument that we're using. Now, whilst we call it the Youth Academy and we're basically working on the mini-trot children, this will be developed up so that new licensees in the new season will undertake these courses as well. So it's a move forward with youth development, not particularly focused only on the young kids.
Yeah, well, that's in Wagga. The dates are the 10th of February, 17th of February, and then the 3rd of March. So here it says for children aimed between 10 to 17, and they've got some interesting topics like social media and strength and conditioning training and all various forms of the sport.
Yeah, well, people who want to partake in that course should contact Barry McColl, and we certainly have his web address there, email address for people to contact him. But you touch on social media. This is a really important area. We monitor, we watch a hell of a lot of social media with participants, and it's a really concerning area. Then people should be carefully think about what they're putting up on social media, because whilst it's free speech, they can get themselves in trouble with defamatory comments and certainly totally incorrect comments. Opinions, always welcome at Harness Racing New South Wales.
Okay. All right, well, let's move on. Let's still talking about the youth of our sport. There's a great opportunity for some of our mini-trot participants with the Lizzie of Roseland's New Zealand mini-trot series about to kick off.
Well, it has kicked off, and it is for mini-trot children. They can put an application in, a written application, to Harness Racing New South Wales, send it direct to me, send it to you, Amanda, or to Kate, and once we get all the entries in, we'll assess a worthy girl and a worthy boy who we'll send off with a parent or guardian to New Zealand for an experience in the mini-trot world. This has been going on for a number of years, and I compliment Daryl Jackson for actually initiating it. Well, it will continue, so I encourage those applications, and I encourage them to come in rather soon. We've already got some, but it'd be nice to get a few more.
Okay.
So it's one girl and one boy.
All right.
With their parents or guardians.
Okay. Noted. All right, well, another boost here for New South Wales. Ben Studd is branching into this state.
And that's fantastic. We already have some very well-established nurseries or agistment farms or places where you can just put your mare, peace of mind with what we have. But now with Ben Studd coming in on the old Glen Ferry property, this is an opportunity. We're improving breeding here in New South Wales. We're encouraging it. We're building it. So Ben Studd, along with the likes of Yerrabee and Brooklyn and Success and Lock End and Madawi and all those others out there. There's so many. We're here, and we're going to roll something out, Harness Racing New South Wales, to focus on all those different studs. But Ben Studd, well established in Victoria. It's great to take something, even though if it's a branch of what their operation in Victoria, it's great to have them in New South Wales. Gisting horses, artificial insemination, caring for the mares. That's what we will do best across many properties in New South Wales. Yeah,
well, Craig Judd and his wife Renee are up here getting it all started.
Yeah, getting it started, and if anybody wants to see the quality of their preparation of yearlings, of course, part of the end game there is you can leave your mare on those properties and on Bedstead's property at Glen Ferry down near Goulburn, and you will get a very polished product at the end of the yearlings. Go to the yearling sales here in Sydney, and they're just round the corner, of course, the APG sales. So that's where you'll see the true testament of the quality that they and the others can produce.
Okay, well, we've talked about people sort of from Victoria. Let's talk about a Queensland participant that races in New South Wales a fair bit, Lola Wiedemann.
Well, where else to be but New South Wales? And we welcome Victorians, and we certainly welcome Queenslanders and anywhere else. But Lola last week, 9 races at Tamworth, and she trained 6 of the winners. Now, it's no mean feat to do that, and it's hard work and persistence that pays off, and we encourage anybody to race from interstate here in New South Wales it's open competition. It certainly generates higher standards. Well done, Lola, and continue the work.
Yeah, well, on the topic of Tamworth, that sort of kicks off the Australia Day long weekend next week. The Tamworth Carnival of Cups is on the Thursday and rolls into Australia Day.
Well, yes, now let's not argue about which day Australia Day should be. As far as we're concerned, it'll be Thursday. It starts at Tamworth with the Golden Guitar, and that'll be a fantastic meeting. We then move into Australia Day, of course, as we recognise it correctly. And we've got good meetings there. We've got the likes of the Leeton Breeders' Plate. We had the heats last week. It'll be a great final. Parks traditionally race on Australia Day, so they're there. We go to the Saturday and we've got Junee with the Junee Pacers Cup, another great race under the Tabcorp Carnival Cup banner, and we finish on the Sunday at Goulburn with a very good free-for-all. Will be on there, the Goulburn Cup, under the Tabcorp Carnival Cup banner as well. So I know one gentleman that is actually going to attend 4 out of those 5 meetings, so that's dedication for anyone that wants to know. And it's not a steward either, and it's not me, and it's not a Harness Racing New South Wales employee.
Okay.
But it is a person that puts a hell of a lot into this sport. So so if you want to follow him, he'll be at Tamworth, and then he'll be down to Leeton, across to Junee, and if you can finally catch up, Rod Smith will be at Goulburn on Sunday.
Okay, well there you go. All right, we'll look out for him. And what about Trevor, the ice cream van man?
He's not covering all those, and I understand that you actually did taste his wares, and on a hot summer's night at any of the meetings in the Riverina, see Trevor first.
It's great ice cream. All right, thanks for your time, John.
My pleasure, Amanda.